give a fuck how nobody feel. All my young niggas TTK, what that mean? Train to kill. Bitch really love how I rock. I can stop now and still go sign a deal. Nigga, I don't want your bitch outfit on hand. That's how I'm living for real. I the fucking hoes.
Put this on here. Technical difficulties and shit. You know how that shit go. You can't never really trust technology. You hear me? Like,
so
if you ain't got nobody behind now, shit, hey, be like that.
It's on the way. It's on the way. Team coming, man. We just talking about it. It's on the way, though. But
yeah. But shit, fuck that topic we were talking about earlier. Fuck, man. We already talked about it in the last episode, man. Y'all go tune into the last episode. Episode 4. Yeah, y'all go tune to episode 4 because y'all not catching the message that we trying to give y'all, but y'all, I don't know, like they just look over it, or is it the person who said it, or it just not gravitating to y'all?
What message?
Huh?
What's the message?
We got a couple messages in there, but people just not gravitating to it.
I ain't gonna lie, like somebody was just talking to me about something that I had talked about in the episode previous. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go catch it, man. I think you know what I'm saying? We in the future on them, man. We in the future. They'll catch it one day.
Yeah. But so we never really got to talk about AIs for real. Now this shit getting even more scary. Right? With AI, they got songs coming out. The one with Rihanna doing the remix to Stems, what? That her name right? Mm-hmm. The one who's that? I can't remember the damn song. But they making songs. They got Drake and The Weeknd, Future on the song, even though they got beef. Then they got Beyonce. Now they got AIs editing the videos, doing audio, podcasts. I'm like, damn, like they really taking the fun out of everything for this shit.
Have you ever heard of transhumanism?
No.
Look it up.
That's right.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah. So it's a movement.
Transhumanism.
It's a movement. So essentially, like my point is, it's either gonna be one or two things. Either I know you just seen The Matrix.
What, the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Either one.
Okay.
The machines versus the human?
Yeah.
Eventually, at some point, it's going to be inevitable. It's going to be inevitable.
So, you saying is in that, I can't say the fucking word. You saying some big word, I get tongue-tied. But, like, it can, but it cannot be. You know, even Elon Musk even touched about it, be like, you know, we don't really need to be playing around with that type of technology because...
Sorry, too late.
Already too late.
Sorry. A lot of shit is already in motion. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess it's what I'm supposed to be turning up by, but a lot of shit already in motion. It ain't even nothing to sugarcoat no more. A lot of shit is already in motion. AI is already taking over. It's taking over. It's taking over. It's already being used in the mainstream.
Yeah.
Just a couple years ago, it was just an idea, a theory. Sort of. Not really. I mean, it kind of always was to a degree. But now it's I ain't even going to say it hasn't always... It always been used to a certain degree, but basically what I'm saying is influence is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah. But, like, people don't learn from the movies. Like I'm Robot, whatever the fuck this shit is, and all the other what they call Eagle Eye. You ever seen that movie with Shia LaBeouf? That's a movie it's an AI controlling the government.
Robot. Let me see. What's the other one? There's a bunch of them. Terminator, like you fucking name any fucking robot movie. Like, yeah, they've been even the music, not the music industry too, but Hollywood is in cahoots with the movement.
Yeah.
of the AI and transhumanism. So it's all tied together. You know, their way of showing, that's their way of symbolism, giving it to you
bit by bit.
bit by bit.
But like still though, if you watch the movies and stuff like that, why would you want to develop that? You know, it's usually be people that sit at home to be on the computer doing this shit. It don't be like you said, they do get funding from them people, but the people who really go in depth and create these things are just like regular people who just bored and want to do shit.
Going against nature. Trying to live beyond your means. And you got some people who trying to leech the earth for its resources.
Yeah.
And exploit it for everything. For their benefit. And it's a particular group of people doing that shit. And they got a lot of influence in the world.
Mm-hmm. So when people who are trying to make a change and stuff like that, they get outcasted. Like Kanye, he one of the ones who not trying to like milk everything and trying to bring resources and help people grow.
How so though? What make you say that about Kanye?
Because he do work on a lot of green stuff, not trying to like he use recycle material, make houses. It's a lot of stuff I can't think of a lot right now, but he do try to make stuff more easier and green for the earth.
Kanye just playing that role.
Mm-hmm.
And he playing that role well, where he looking like he's trying to free the people, but he's still playing that role.
I mean, shit, when they take all your millions of dollars, you remember, once you do put shit out, like he put shit out sometimes. When it bite him in the ass, he go hide. And then he got to make his relationship back with them people. Because he thought his people going to stand by him.
Exactly.
But he are giving it out, though, but it's just the way he said that kind of hurt him because we not sticking beside him.
That's the facade.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he wanted to look. But at the end of the day, like, Kanye ain't for this shit, man. He making it sound good, but at the end of the day, he a puppet master.
Mm-hmm.
He know that. The people that he work with know that. And they use him to be a puppet master. He not. A lot of this shit be facades and shit. You know what I'm saying? Kanye got information though.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, like, he's still an artist. He's still an entertainer. He just out here entertaining.
How you feel about, because I just seen like a post talking about Jay-Z up another $1 billion. I really be like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you doing? You remember with that $1 billion, you say you give it to charity when you truly writing it off on taxes.
Right.
You're not doing that kind of hard. You're doing it for taxes.
Right.
Like, give back to your city, help with housing and stuff like that. Like, having $1 billion, like, no one should be that rich.
You gotta understand money too, though.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta start having that conversation about economics, microeconomics, macroeconomics, investing, assets, liabilities. That way we can understand what conversation we really having. Because we talking about a person's net worth, but we're not talking about his cash flow assets. We're not talking about his cash flow businesses. We're not talking about how we can create our own cash flow businesses so we can retire ourselves. And we're not talking about credit.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z got a song talking about credit. So it's like, I'm gonna be real about Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I see a lot of people be talking shit, but it's all about understanding. Cause I understand what people can be like, all right, music born and shit like that, whatever. But you gotta be listening. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be introduced to it. It's however you was introduced to him. I'm a 90 baby. So I remember like growing up, and like I never not heard of Jay-Z type shit, but it was like at one point, I can't really remember what made me interested in listening to this shit, but I just gave it a chance, started listening to that shit. And then I was at an age, I was a little bit older and shit. I would not have been able to understand that shit when I was younger. So it's kind of like that type of shit. Like the shit he be talking about, like when he first came out in 96 with Reasonable Doubt, the shit he was talking about, the motherfucker was really advanced and he was always like that, you know what I'm saying? Whether he did whatever or whatever, his music will teach you something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like one of them type things.
So you feel like he was a businessman before anything?
Shit, yeah. You can hear debut album and hear that shit. And then if you look at the, like how his career was, you know what I'm saying, toward the end, like even now, you can see the business move that he made, building up companies and selling them. He did this shit like 5-6 times. Tidal, Rockefeller, Rockaware, you know what I'm saying? Like he built up Tidal, bunch of companies. I already said Tidal.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But just several companies and shit. Just like that's the blueprint. That's the blueprint that he be promoting and shit. You can start a company big, but like, what's the point of owning 100% of nothing?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, and there's a lot of people that got that mentality where like they a boss, but they business not doing that, and they scared to go collab with people. They scared to go partner with people. So it's a bunch of lessons that you'll learn from, and that's just what I be taking from with Jay-Z on the business level. Like he'll teach you how to elevate, even the music. You ain't even gotta music. He be talking some shit, like some shit. I'm trying to think of some, like just like shit about life too, like shit. I ain't gonna lie, like it's a couple artists out here that, you know, like especially like now, like shit be cool, but like people that's in my top, like my top 5 and shit, like they done said shit that, nigga, I'm gonna be 70, 80. The shit these niggas said, bro, I'm gonna be able to like take this shit through life with me, pass this shit to my grandkid. Like it's some shit Jay-Z said that was that deep. Nas and different people like that, like you know what I'm saying? So that's why I fuck with that shit.
Yeah. Make sure.
But Jay-Z a fucking, he a gatekeeper. At the same time, if you watch his moves, you'll learn something.
Yeah, watch it move.
Yeah, if you watch his moves, you'll learn something. I think it's certain shit that he do that ain't, I wouldn't do. It's certain shit he did I wouldn't do. But
is it what you want to do, or you just haven't been gave the opportunity?
I wouldn't do it. I don't, you know, I ain't ready to turn, you know what I'm saying? I ain't ready to turn my ass to the camera and bend over for this shit. Never. Never in my life. Like, it don't matter about the opportunity or the money. And that's the point, like, of selling your soul for this shit. And a lot of these artists, bro, they already be sold out. They already sold out. So it's like shit.
For me, like social media and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, for fame, selling your soul for fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nigga ain't on that one. That shit ain't, nah. But who you said though? Who you just said?
About what?
Like who we talking about though?
Kind of went from Kanye went to Jay-Z. And
Jay-Z. But it was somebody we just said. Yeah, but
but a lot of people. So would you like, Dane Dash and Jay-Z shit? You feel me?
Yeah.
What about that part? Because a lot of people say they're on Jay-Z's side because he did a smart decision.
Yeah,
but it also left a bad taste in other people's mouth because he did it behind his people.
Yeah, he and Rockaware, I want to say, I don't want to get this out of the way messed up, but a third party was trying to come by either Rockefeller or Rockaware, whichever one of the two.
Mm.
And he didn't tell Dame that they had an offer. So Dame sold his share to Jay without knowing that somebody was coming to buy it, basically. So Jay went on and paid him whatever it was, and while somebody came and he made, while owning a bigger share, so getting a whole 40, 60, it was something. It was a lot of money. Now, that part, but you gotta get the full story too. See, I ain't gonna sit here and just judge.
No,
shit,
you just
know
give
what
us a quick summary and shit like that.
No, but that too. But I mean, I still don't know both sides. You know what I'm saying? And then again, I wasn't there, so I can say I wouldn't do that shit, but I wasn't there, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But if that was the case, I ain't man, we all gonna eat, bro. I ain't on the Nino Brown shit. I said that shit before, but I ain't on that one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be the one, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Just the one. Ain't nobody standing there. What you got going on over there, bro? You all distracted. All right, let's go.
Yeah, what, man? Are you familiar with Cameron famous picture? The picture you see, and it just you can see this picture, you can just see the picture in your mind. It automatically, you know that Cameron. Do you know?
I guess. Nah, not really.
The pink outfit.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
No, this happened last week as such. But the photographer who took that picture wanted to sue Cameron for that picture. Do you feel like that right? Because I feel like you're right, because he also reached out to Cameron several times to say, come on, buy the picture, buy the rights of it, and stuff like that. And a lot of people say, because he in the picture, he shouldn't be paying anything because you paying for my likeness. Because with us being, content creators and being photographers and stuff,
I think that shit's some bullshit. But at the same time, shout out to Dilt said, man.
What part bullshit?
Just that shit ain't shit like that. That's the type of shit that's propagated, pushed to that's not news, bro. That ain't news, bro.
That ain't news?
That ain't news, bro. That's why I say that's the distraction type shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the distraction. But for conversation like shit, where you finna get booted out, bro. Yeah, bro. You gotta go, bro. You threw me off. You finna hey B, B. You got kicked out on the episode, one by. I'm gonna let you know I'm coming out of that bit, bro. I'm done. Let me see that phone.
Oh. But at the same time, though, just say, right? So you remember the time when someone was trying to use your video for a documentary on Goldmouth, right?
Yeah, I done had to copyright some shit, but Cameron, man, he one of them artists that he done did so much in the industry type shit. The fact that, because I feel like you one of them people that don't get taught about it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole movement, Dipset movement, that's something I follow closely and shit. I don't really talk about it a lot, but I know a lot about a lot of shit that went on with Dipset growing up and shit. But the fact that a photographer make headline news that he's suing somebody type shit, it looked like that's an attack to me. You know what I'm saying? So Because how does that make waves? You know what I'm saying?
Cause it's like you suing. Cause like the photographer gotta get paid too. You feel me?
All right, now let me.
Not for
Like,
suing, but for his content. But Cameron used this picture and made it his own. Like when you see that picture, if anybody put on that outfit or doing things like that, they think of him.
Mm.
And he put this shit on shirts. He making money off this picture.
Mm.
And only thing I ask for you, go ahead and buy the rights from the picture. Go ahead and buy the rights. You could have been sold this a long time ago.
That ain't how business go though. Like it do, but I'm saying like that should have been handled. You know
On his end, if the dude reach out to you several times trying to say, Cameron, just buy the rights for the picture. I took the picture, the very famous picture. Do you even know who took the picture? But you seen the picture around several times, right?
So I think that shit go back to kind of like what I want to talk about and shit, like accountability, like. And this shit is in terms of everything, like people don't really like to take accountability no more type shit about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Parents don't want to take accountability for their children. You know what I'm saying? The kids, goddamn, ain't taking no accountability for what they consuming. But at the same time, it's the parents' fault too. We ain't taking accountability for what we eat, running to the doctor telling a lie, killing us all. It all starts with accountability, bro. And even in a situation like that, like as a business owner, we gotta take accountability. The same way, like our clients and shit, like we'll hold them accountable if they don't show up. You know what I'm saying? And they can't get that refund. Same way, like we gotta be held accountable, like if something slipped through the cracks like that. But that's kind of like, you know, where my heart at was at with shit, like, cause, you know, I'm starting to know it's just more and more like people run from accountability, man. What you think about that?
Oh, people run from accountability?
Like a motherfucker.
I see what you try to do. You try to flip the topic. Try to flip the topic. But
you like that, ain't you?
Huh?
You like that?
I already knew what you were going
there. Yeah. But it's true though. It's true.
But I'm saying who should take accountability on that perspective though? On that issue?
The business owner. Cause why you taking pictures and you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got your paperwork together. Like
I'm saying, but you gotta post your art for it can get, appreciated.
That shit don't know.
But I'm saying, if you look at, who go win.
I mean, not necessarily. That's hell no.
So it's songs with people talking on the phone or have an intro. Have you ever heard Search and Rescue by Drake?
Mm.
Oh, you haven't? Damn. I could say it. It's a song with Uzi. Are you familiar with that? It's a song, what is it? 7 a.m. by Lil Uzi. Love With Your Age. Very first one.
I think I know this song.
When the girl talking to him.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. They can sue. I mean, that person can't sue because he a producer or whatever. I kind of want to get into that subject, that topic, because she...
Copyright. Mm-hmm. That's the subject. Copyright. What copyright gonna be in the future with AI and, just the internet, NFT shit, like, she get a little... That's where you going with it?
I'm just saying, like, from your perspective, because you do photography. They say the picture you took for that clothing brand and he blow up and don't want to pay you anything for it, and your picture identify for his brand, how would you feel about that?
Like I said, I take accountability on myself and I have my shit right. And I done did hella dumbass shit in the midst of me doing this shit. Like stupid ass shit. Like shit that, like what kind of just made me build patience was just making mistakes. And there were different mistakes I made that, that really was so unnecessary for real. So it kind of make you slow down and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, yeah, man. I forgot what the fuck we were talking about.
Shit, hey, man, you just gotta get your paperwork right.
Yeah, you gotta get that's what I mean. Like, you gotta get that shit right, bro. Get that shit right, so goddamn, you know what I mean?
For sure. How you feeling right now, bro? Like, how you want, okay, talk about the topic you got.
I want to, let's get into, man, let's stop beating around the bush, man. And first of all, let's get into the last episode.
Okay, last episode, how you want to go about it? You want to talk about how it went, or you want to talk about the lost files?
Just put me down. I don't know what's going on.
Which part? I mean, okay, you talk about how the episode came about. How we, how did we record it and stuff like that? How did trying something new with a bigger crowd? How did that go for you?
What you mean?
Having the battle of the sexes.
All right, so recap wise, I feel like everything went decent. You know what I'm saying? We had some conversation.
Good conversation.
I feel like we had some conversation that was definitely needed. It could have been more organized, but just being the first episode, we trying something new. It's a lot of wrinkles that's expected. So it was some wrinkles in there, but I felt good about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I felt good about it.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it too. It was good conversation and stuff. But, with the whole microphone sitting over the table and stuff.
Yeah.
Really didn't get into that. It looked like they trying to fuck each other, for real.
Who?
I'm talking about just how the conversation was going. Like how Ro was talking about, I like freaks and such, and they were kind of like entertaining him and shit. I mean, the shit was good. It was good conversation, on the board and shit. But, it wasn't, I feel like it wasn't really a battle of the sexes, for real.
Right.
Because we supposed to be getting a point across, or how we feel, how the other sex or gender don't appreciate this from this gender, or situation that this gender bring on this people. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I feel like you should rock with it. Is because it's gonna come a point in time where we'll execute exactly what we were trying to do then. But then, as a measuring stick, what do you have to show that, this is what we was trying to do versus this? Because it's still some points in that where, it might not be organized, but for the people who watch both, they'll be able to get a full understanding of what we was trying to do type shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the point where I was trying to get across, because it's going to be some chaos to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be some order. It's going to have to be both. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the next time, like we were just talking about it, it's a strategy to how we'll execute that. But, we just, we just running and gunning and, trying to do some shit.
And make the recipes and shit.
And I ain't feel like it was a miss.
No, it wasn't a miss.
Yeah. But you say you lost the file.
Not even lost the files. I lost 7 files. Hard drive crashed on me.
Yeah.
Shooting too much content. That shit got hot.
That shit happened though. But
I just mad about that shit.
What you meant, like, with the counseling shit? Like, we're getting counseled and shit.
Not really getting counseled, but it was just let me go to the post right quick. So it was a post I seen on a platform, right?
Yeah.
News. They talking about how you feel about identifying. Come on, Twan, say it right, dumbass bitch. Identifying as something.
What you mean?
I can't say it, bro. God, they don't get tongue. Can you say the word for me?
What?
Identify? Yeah, I can't say it. For some reason, I get tongue-tied on words I've been saying.
Identify as something else? Like, what you mean something else? You
know how people be like, I identify. I just said the word. See, you said, I identify as a female. I identify as a man.
Yeah.
I identify as this. Right. I always want to get into this topic because you know, because everyone want to identify as something.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just get your views or just an opinion on that.
And I don't identify with that shit. I don't understand it. I don't know when people put pronouns on themselves. Like, that shit just supposed to confuse the youth for real.
Mm-hmm. That's what they doing.
Not the adult. You know what I'm saying? They putting that shit out there to confuse the youth. And I ain't fucking with it, man. I got a son out this bitch. And it's a lot of bullshit they pushing in the media and shit. And you gotta watch your kids, bro. You gotta raise your kids, man. Don't let the TV shit out there, social media and all that bullshit raise your kids, bro. They gonna have your kids fucked up.
I guess you wrote it down in post. But basically, they saying 1 out of 4 children are identified as gay and bi in the school system. And they teach classes of this now. At first, I felt like it was a trend because stuff was getting pushed in people's faces. Cartoons, that probably be playful and everything, don't have nothing to do with dating, anything. Make characters gay or bi.
Right.
And these supposed to be playful things.
Right.
You're supposed to be able to watch cartoons and not have to worry about them things. But they are putting this stuff in people's faces. Like you say, you got a kid, I got a kid. Just seeing that, it just like, what this have to do with anything?
Right. It's the agenda. It's the Masonic agenda.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Masonic agenda, man. They're trying to all the roles being reversed. They're trying to turn everything opposite. As above, so below. Baphomet principle. You know what I'm saying?
But are you against it? Because I'm not against. If you that what you want to do, then do it. You feel me? But don't force it on kids and force them to change their gender. Because as a kid, you don't know yourself. Even now, we don't even know ourselves. We are growing into ourselves.
It's all about understanding, man. Because at the same time, it is truth to men having feminine energy and vice versa type shit.
That's how it's supposed to be, though. We're supposed to have both.
We come from the woman. You know what I'm saying? You know how this shit goes. So
before we born,
before the man become the man, like we
are females first.
We female first. So it's all about understanding, and the man understanding himself from a man, not from a woman. You know what I'm saying? Creating that imbalance. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about understanding, man. It's all about understanding. That way, the person who speaking emotionally, and when we were talking about getting on the bullshit, that's just the perspective I you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to come from. I'm not trying to speak emotionally about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. That's a part of it too. Men having, as long as they've been recording testosterone, in 2020, we have some of the lowest testosterone levels in men since they've been recording this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all just about understanding, man. It's a lot of people speaking with emotion, and you got to be able to speak with some logic type shit and have some reasoning with this shit. It's all about understanding. But pushing that shit, I definitely get you 100% with what you're saying about with the kids and shit. But I think everything can be taught a different way. The truth about this shit can be taught a different way without doing all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see the same shit you see, and I don't agree with that shit.
Yeah. And then some people are going back and regretting even doing that whole, changing they sex. Because even with school, they pushing it out with therapy too. So that making it even worse. A lot of people regret that shit. And I'm against the whole pushing. I can't, that shit sickening. Like, at least try it, just even your favorite artist, your favorite cartoon, your favorite idol, whatever the fuck it is preaching being gay or he, them, whatever the fuck he called. You know, no disrespect or anything. But yeah, that whole pushing on kids and all that shit, I'm against it. If y'all want to talk shit, counsel. I mean, you can't counsel me because, like, where the fuck I'm at, I'm not up there yet. You know what I'm saying? If, you know, that shit come up, like, I'm up there and they go back and digging, so what, man? How you feel about that if they come back and try to put shit on you?
I mean, bro, it is what it is, bro.
Mm-hmm. People too sensitive.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, people not in control of their emotions and shit, for sure. That's for sure. People not in control of their mind. People not in control of their emotions and shit. So it's all about, you know, kids out there, if you're listening, man. It's all about mastering your emotions. Master your emotions, and you'll be good. You'll be good. Mm-hmm. They playing with the emotions.
Under you. And domestic violence. Mm-hmm. That's a very touchy subject also.
Right.
So you ever heard of Jonathan Majors?
Mm.
Let me see a couple movies he in. I mean, he was in the recent Ant-Man, Quantumania. He was in Loki. Mm. He supposed to be the next. You ever watch any of the Avengers movie?
Yeah.
So he supposed to be the next Thanos.
Thanos, what up? Yeah.
So with Jonathan Majors, he in a lot of trouble due to domestic violence. His ex-girlfriend, she white, accused him of beating her and leaving bruises on her. And Jonathan Major called the police to try to de-escalate the issue or whatever. And that was in a Uber.
Yeah.
So with that, nobody know who the female is. Recently, pictures and video came out of her at the club after the situation. But soon as they heard anything about this, he is immediately canceled. Like, nobody want to put him in movies. His team dropped him. His management team dropped him. His everybody on his team dropped him. And now, and put the ice on the cake, multiple people are coming out saying that he done something to them.
Right.
And, you know, it's just like, why do people wait to when a person is at their peak level, finna hit their peak or at their peak level, they start accusing them or something? Not if he did, I take it back. But when multiple people, why just now though? This man been acting for years, and now people want to come out and say something. I feel that's so funny when people going through something or doing something big, people just come out and start saying shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that is interesting. I ain't gonna lie, like I can't say why, but I think, you know, just fucking with the industry, you gotta know who you fucking with. And I think that's the lesson it is. Like, you never really know who to trust in this shit, man. Especially like when it comes to the entertainment industry, man. You have a lot of people that but you'll know that though. You know, if you going into the entertainment industry, you need to know what comes with this shit. And stores like this, you know, they on the news all day. We can, like, it shows out here who, you know, we covering everything that's going on by the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's a new celebrity, it's a new artist, a new person that's selling their soul every day. It's a new, you know what I'm saying? What it was saying, it's a new food born every day for real. So yeah, man. Goddamn. This shit going on out here. You better stay in tune with this shit. For real.
And also Donald Trump is being accused of that also. I found this a crazy ass story. She accusing Donald Trump of doing the same thing, domestic violence. She said Donald Trump raped her or whatever. And she said she never had sex or got into another relationship due to that situation.
Right.
And this happened in 1995.
Right.
Do you believe that?
No, I don't.
She haven't gotten in no relationship or had sex with anybody since then. That sounds so fucking cap.
I don't believe that. But shout out to everybody. All jokes aside, shout out to all the women who
have been through that. Yes,
victims of sexual assault. I stand with those ladies and shit. But as far as accusing men and shit like that, I ain't saying she accuse them. I just find that hard to believe. So I'm gonna stand on that. But yeah, man, that's fucked up, man. I would hate to be one of them people that get accused on and shit like that. I know that's a bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't did it, now if you did it, you know what I'm saying, some other shit. But that's between them and the people who judge them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out here trying to judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like we got no place to judge nobody. To be a judge or a juror, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna have to deal with their karmic energy in the universe and shit on their own.
But shit like this is common now. Like, you hear more and more of people, you know, saying they've been abused or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like, and then if they get found not guilty, the female suffer no consequence, but the life got it ruined.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like we were talking about last episode, like, you know, this shit ain't designed for us, man, for the on the winning tip, man. Like, just on some, I ain't gonna say winning, but we got more things designed for us to fail than for us to succeed. So we got plenty of traps, and we need to try to avoid those traps by all means. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, man. You gotta be wise out here. You gotta make good decisions out there, bit, man. You'll damn sure get caught up real quick out there, bit.
But you never know though. Like, someone can put out image and not even go by that image. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they can say go do this for you, they're gonna do that for you, and this come down to it, do what go happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit like that.
Yeah, folk be bullshit, man. Like, you gotta find your tribe. You gotta find your right tribe, bro. Fuck all that trying to goddamn hang with people that you know ain't good for you and shit. A lot of people be bullshit, bro, and a waste of time for real. And I'm realizing that myself. Like, you know, you might know people for a long time, but you know they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to hold on to some shit that you know they ain't gonna help you grow. Like, we all gotta grow. It's all about evolving. You know what I'm saying? You never know, like, you hanging around this person and y'all studying each other grow. Whole while, like, you could be out goddamn working on yourself, and you know that person gonna see you out here growing. And in turn, you gonna inspire that person to grow and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like even that shit going back to accountability, man. We gotta start taking accountability and telling each other that we doing bullshit. And we have ass, and that's why, like, you know, like when we start doing this shit, like I was telling you, like, bro, I wanna see you push this shit. And we gonna push this shit too, but like, bro, you really gotta goddamn lock in with this shit, man, all the time. Like nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Find new ways to around this shit. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta find ways to push each other and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Find out, like, you know, I know we talk off camera, but we, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta, we gonna get to the point where we meeting and shit and really putting this shit together. Cause, you know what I'm saying? People don't even know, like, I ain't gonna say we freestyling, but we got what we want to do. We just got to sit down and put this shit together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Once we put this shit together, it's gonna be hell. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, this shit therapeutic, you know, for the listeners out there. I know they learning, especially like the youth out there. Cause, you know, we do, especially like with creating content, like, it ain't a lot of pioneers down here for this shit. They really got a catalog and shit. This shit take work, dedication. Like, you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be tired. I'm close to, I can't remember the number, but I'm close to 600 videos of just.
Yeah, you like 690.
Yeah, close to 700. So, you know, man, I can't tell you how many times I done sat in front, how many hours, man, I know what this shit takes. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm inspired right now. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time we push this shit. If we ain't pushing this shit, we bullshitting. Cause we, you know what I'm saying, a lot of folk like, you know, they holding nuts, but they watching. That's what I know for sure. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it all the time. So yeah, we gonna take the gloves off on their ass in a minute.
Yeah, and I think, do you think I come off too emotional with that situation?
Nah, cause that's how you feel. You like I told you before, like I said this a minute ago, but like that's how I was at one point with this shit. And then I realized, like, you know, instead of that, I use that energy just to lock in with myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit I don't even be saying. A lot of shit I don't even when by the time I do hearing it, I'm busy doing some more shit. That's how I was able to do a lot of shit I was doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like we're gonna get in that mode, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause we got shit that we gotta do, you feel me? But it gonna be time where that shit gonna come, I'm telling you. And that shit just be a distraction, man. You gotta start a distraction. You gotta feed the focus.
Well, I had joined this master class of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude talking sense, but it's like you're talking, but are you showing examples? I mean, he's trying to show examples, but it's just not coming off right. But one of the things he was saying, like, what is your podcast about? Who it for? And what do it solve?
Right.
And
right.
I think I battle with that so much because I know who I want to target, but I also want to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
But it just like it get confused sometimes.
Yeah. And it just comes with destruction. Like, you know, eventually at some point, like I said, like people don't know how much shooting from the hip is going on, but there's some shooting from the hip going on.
Mm-hmm.
And when the time comes for us to lock in, it's gonna be like it ain't nothing. It's gonna be like it ain't nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the good part to me because we making noise shooting from the hip. All we gotta do is just put the other part together. You know what I'm saying? And it takes sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even say it take prioritizing and shit, but it takes sacrifice. It's something that we doing that, you know, could be put more into what we doing and shit, creating.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, eventually we're gonna get to that point. You know, I ain't worried about that, but I feel the impact. Like, this is my favorite show. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is my favorite show. And I feel like we ain't reached what we like folks gonna be fucking with us hard as, you know what I'm saying? I already know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with it though, man. I'm fucking with it. I know eventually we gonna get to that point.
Yeah, what you got, you know, shit. Better equipment, you know, that shit coming soon. No, it gonna take time. Shit really take time and practice and a lot of stuff like that.
Cause niggas like, for instance, like, I was telling somebody this shit the other day. I can't remember who, but they asked me a question, man. But I had to tell them, I was like, I'm trying to think. I can't remember what the question was. But it was something like, why do I interview or something like that? Or something along that line.
Mm-hmm.
My answer was basically like, I know, like, in my age range, because I remember growing up, it wasn't a lot of people that were just dipping and dabbling in the things that I wore. Like, a lot of, like, I was doing a lot as a kid and shit, just growing up doing a lot of different shit. Mixed in with the long line of just paying attention. That's what I remember the conversation. But just paying attention, like, I paid attention down there since I've been born. So a lot, like, I ain't really missed nothing. I can remember shit, and I've been a part of this shit, making music, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's rare that you're gonna find somebody that, and they have the skills to communicate that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, you know, and it's me and you, and then we from this, like, certain, like, we can't, like I said this before, we can't be a race. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta do this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the responsibility we got. So we gotta push this shit.
So with trying to push a brand, push something, just trying to push something. How you stop yourself from getting burnt out?
You gotta get creative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll talk off camera, but it's a lot you can do, man. You gotta hop into this shit. You gotta jump off the porch. You know what I'm saying?
Dirty little bastards.
You gotta jump the fuck off the porch, man. That's how I feel. Like, you really gotta jump off the porch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think you jumped off the porch yet.
I mean, I'm getting there, but you're not. I ain't 100% down. You feel me? I'm still trying to master stuff. And
This shit chasing your dreams, bro. You gotta sacrifice for this shit, bro. It's a lot of people that they don't know, and that's a part. Like, being like when this shit finally come together, I ain't gonna say it's not together, but I know we got a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to that point, we're gonna be able to look back like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just came a long way with this shit. You feel me? Like, yeah, you gotta grow, bro. You gotta grow with this shit.
And do you feel like marketing is partly the reason why we ain't as up there, or just people we're not gravitating to people?
Marketing is just money. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's an algorithm, and it'll push you towards certain, because the platforms that we pushing are all algorithm based. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta play the game to get your shit to the masses. And you know what requires you playing. It's a whole bunch of shit that requires time and energy and effort. Like I said, shit, we could either source that, or we could try to do it ourselves. And I feel like, until we get a team, we'll be able to push shit like we need to. But at the same time, we got something going on. People should want to get behind us pushing the city. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't asking nobody to, because at this point, we out here doing our own thing.
Yeah.
But it's bigger than just us too. We need the people. We need our competitors. We need everybody. You know what I'm saying? So eventually we got to get to that point where, this shit ain't fucking competition like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything can stay competition, but I mean, like, people don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, niggas be scared for real, bro. Niggas be scared to reach out and be like, yo, bro, I fuck with your shit, bro.
Yeah.
And like, that shit, I don't know, bro. Like, that shit, I don't know. That shit, I ain't cut from that. Like, I pass a rock, bro. Soon, ever since me and you met, bro, we been sharing information, sharing shit, and like, but you got people that ain't on that, but just like how we were talking with Alchemy earlier, though. That's what I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in here really trying to, like, I might see you in the spot, but I ain't forcing shit. But I ain't on bullshit. I ain't hating. Because at some point in time, I done reached out and tried to show love. For sure. So, motherfucker burn their own bridge, and that's on them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a shark in the water. I'm gonna swim on my own if I have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People don't want to see me out there, so, this shit out here chest. I'm in it for the long run.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. People think that you ain't gonna be around for the long run. They don't know, bro. I'm still be in those same goddamn rooms you in. And you ain't even know I was coming.
Mm-hmm. No, a lot of people want the fame, but like, I kind of like,
and they ain't kiss ass to do it. Cause a lot of kiss ass shit be going on.
Yeah.
Motherfucker be kissing ass, but I'm not kissing no ass. That's for sure.
No ass
we
kick.
ain't doing the kissing ass, bro. Nah. It's mutual. I fuck with you, you fuck with me. And we show each other love. But the fake love, to get a nigga aura, the fuck on. I don't fuck with folk like that. Like, cause that's what it really be. People want your aura, people want your energy. Don't never let a motherfucker come get this shit, bro. Cause this shit right here, you work hard for this shit. You know what I'm saying? The platform, you built the platform, I built Mark, bro. We work hard for this shit. Ain't nobody coming on this bitch to steal nothing. You know what I'm saying? We give the shine and shit, but it ain't no gatekeeper shit. And we only one man. That's what people gotta understand too. We ain't got time to answer every DM, and I know I don't. And respond to everybody or get to everybody in a time where they feel like it's a timely manner for them. Hell no. Hell no, that ain't how it go.
You ever heard of Trey Baby?
Yeah.
That's a person who we talk about. Hey man, he hit me in my DM the other day. He was like, "Hey man, I need an interview right now." He said, "I need an interview right now. Me and my crew want an interview right now. You can pull up with me within an hour." I'm like, "Who the fuck you think you is?"
See, it's all about understanding though. Like, a lot of these people don't know how this shit go. A lot of these people don't know, like, cause this shit ain't even 10 years old. Podcasting in the city and making ain't even 10 years old. It ain't no formal process doing this shit. A lot of the people who even know about contacting somebody about an interview did it through me and you. You know what I'm saying? They ain't hitting the radio. Cause I know people not hitting the radio. They already feel like that shit out of reach. So like the radio is damn near obsolete at this point. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that shit, especially like, you know, with us already doing this shit and this shit being out, a lot of people feel like shit, it's just that easy and it ain't. Nah, it ain't that easy. But shout out to him though. I know me and him were talking about working on doing some shit. But I fought with everybody, but you know, at the same time, like, bro, we one man. One man doing this shit, man. You wouldn't believe the amount of time and sacrifice that come into that shit. And if you do, you'll understand, but it's all about understanding and communication. That shit gotta be goddamn communicated toward, you know, the people that you working with and shit. Like, the people that I work with, man, I try to let them know, like, especially like if I got shit going on, like, you know, it might be a little while, you know what I'm saying, long. But I'm gonna reach out to you. And I might not talk to you half a year, but I still got intentions on working with you. So that's all it's about.
Yeah. So how you feel about the pod?
You know, everything cool, man. You know, I'm still looking forward to just keep pushing this shit, man. Like, I know eventually we're gonna get shit to where it's at. I think, you know, we kind of just getting shit off the chest and kind of getting shit in perspective. Eventually, everything gonna align.
Yeah. Still gotta do some more working. You feel me? Like,
and I feel like shit. We need to come in like next time. I'm gonna have some topics, man. We gonna. I want to goddamn. I kind of want to talk about like what's going on out there, bit, man.
What you mean, like in the city? Or just in society?
See the shit that going on in the city, going on in society. Yeah, so it kind of full circle.
I don't be knowing what going on in the city for real.
Right, I be out here a little bit. So it's
just seeing people promote clubs and promote other shit that I be like, okay, yeah.
It's a lot of ignorance, man. There's a lot of ignorance going on.
Yeah,
and I kind of want to address the root of the ignorance. Kind of want to address the solutions to the ignorance. I want to have people in the community that's really in the community and not on Facebook arguing about what's going on. I want to have people have real conversation that's really involved in the community out here.
But it's just like, I don't know, bro. Like, people down here, people just be acting bougie. Like they are superstar. We probably kiss their ass, like kissing ass, but still like people be acting like superstars.
It ain't about your ego. That's what I had to realize. You think I ain't never worked with nobody that's on some shit like that? Off the rip, they on some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I be realizing like, this shit ain't for me, this for the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta deliver this content for the people.
And that all I'm trying to do. It ain't like I'm trying to be a clout off you or nothing. Like it's questions and stuff people truly want to know about you.
See, I be getting insane about this shit. I don't even give a fuck what nobody think about me, period. Mm-hmm. When it come to this shit, like to a certain extent, like that don't mean I'm bending my morals for this shit, but at the same time, like, bro, I don't like, bro, you can think what you want to think, bro. I'm gonna try to push my bid. I'm trying to invest in it. I'm gonna sleep, do those. Like, I done slept in cars for interviews and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody think or got to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that shit. I'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on. Yeah, to push this shit. That shit come with sacrifice, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
nobody care about with some, like, cause you reaching out to work with somebody and you trying to show love to them, and they got a big head in the moment. Think we care about that shit? Hell no, cause it's a saying, man. They say the same people that you see on your way up is gonna be the same people you see on your way down. Like, you gotta treat people with respect because you never know who gonna be who. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That person can be a janitor today. He can be Elon Musk tomorrow. And vice versa. You can be that person. So you can let people goddamn, close their own casket, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people that did that with me. You won't ever get a second chance. You know what I'm saying? So play your cards right out here. This shit chess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Life about relationships. It ain't about the money.
Facts.
This shit about the relationship.
That's all I want. Relationship. We can. Money gonna come down in the long run. You feel me? Like, even though everybody want to be rich, but I want wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Shit live on, pass down, type shit.
Yeah. If nothing else, man, I feel like that was the message of the episode, man. Like, we got to stop bullshitting out here, man. We got to stop bullshitting out here. Like, I had me a wake-up call this week. That kind of really, even with this podcast, man, really got me want to push the gas, man. So, yeah, man, we got a responsibility with this shit. We got to, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But how you feel about the mics? Do you feel like it sound better?
Yeah. The quality though. We getting up.
Yeah, we growing. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? I just spent my rent money on some mics, nigga.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah. Y'all niggas don't know about this shit.
Yeah, man. So, man, with that, man, we're going to end out this podcast, man. I appreciate everyone for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please go follow him on all his socials. Please give out your socials.
Apex Luciano, man, 478 TV. Tap in.
And go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Also, he got a lot of content. So if I don't got enough shit for y'all, go to his shit. You feel me? Like, he got a lot more bigger people than me. But you get what I'm saying? But we are working together and shit. We're trying to build a brotherhood type shit. A lot of niggas don't want to do that. They be holding their nuts. They be holding their stinky ass nuts that y'all don't wash. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't shave. Y'all don't do none of that. You feel me? See, we had a topic about that in, the Lost File. But
I feel like you need to drop some of that shit, bro.
I ain't got none of it.
None of it.
I drop everything on that drive to save my SD, my SD cards. And that shit crapped out on me, bro. I lost 4 interviews.
Wow.
I don't blow. Only thing I got is audio.
Damn. Well,
that we're gonna shoot it again, and this time we're gonna have it more structured, and more organized. You feel me? Like, even though having that as raw content and stuff like that, shit like that happens, bro. You just
gotta happen like that. Shit just happened with my nigga Kilo, man. Nigga Kilo had a hard drive crash, so Yeah, man.
And just when you working so much, shit, that shit can't take it sometimes.
That shit going around, man. Y'all drop them, bag them bitches up, man. Bag them up. Bag them up, man. Don't trust them drive, bro. They going down.
Shit, even bagging them up like the Google and shit, man. That shit.
Yeah, all that shit ass, bro. I don't fuck with none of that. That's why I really create and don't. I leave it on the internet for real, but there really no right or wrong, man. Something gonna happen. Always something gonna happen.
Yeah. So, man, this in this episode, man. Hey, I appreciate everyone for watching. And, do what we told you to do. Like, comment and subscribe. Go subscribe to his shit. Like, comment and subscribe on his shit. And, bro, we got more shit coming. You feel me? The episode 5.
Yes, sir.
Really, episode 6.
Yes, sir.
But episode 5 is a lost file. So, hey, this is episode 5. So, with that, man, we out. I appreciate everyone for watching.
478.
Talk about TV.
Everybody. Peace.
Peace to the Middle East. Tight shit.